Imagine having everything money can buy: mansions, luxury cars, private jets, yet feeling empty inside. Now imagine a man who owns nothing but a robe and a smile, yet his happiness is unshakable. Strange, right? But what if I told you the richest man in town once traded all his wealth just to learn the secret of happiness from a monk? Intrigued? Well, get ready, because this story might just change your life. In the bustling city of New York, there was a billionaire named Thomas Whitmore. He had everything: a massive empire, sports cars, a mansion overlooking Central Park, and an army of stressed-out assistants who responded to his every sneeze. But despite all this, he was miserable. One day, while sipping on his $500 cup of gold-flaked cappuccino, he sighed, "Ugh, why does everything feel so boring?" His assistant, Sarah, raised an eyebrow. "Sir, you just bought an island last week. How can you be bored?" Thomas groaned. "I don't know, Sarah. It's like something's missing." Sarah half-jokingly replied, "Maybe try talking to a monk. They seem happy all the time, for free." And just like that, a crazy idea was planted in Thomas's mind. Determined to uncover the secret of happiness, Thomas set out on a journey. He ditched his private jet and took a simple commercial flight. First class, of course. Eventually, he arrived at a small, peaceful monastery in the mountains, where he met him. The monk was an old man with a bald head, a wrinkled face, and a grin so wide you'd think he won the lottery. Every single day. Thomas, adjusting his expensive blazer, said, "Listen, wise one. I'm Thomas Whitmore, billionaire. I have everything, yet I'm not happy. What's your secret?" The monk simply smiled and said, Happiness? It's simple. Follow me." And so, the billionaire followed the barefoot monk up a winding path, completely clueless about the bizarre lessons that awaited him. Lesson 1, carrying water. The monk handed Thomas 2 heavy buckets and said, "Carry these up the hill." Thomas scoffed. "Dude, I don't even carry my own shopping bags." The monk just smiled. But this is the path to happiness." Grumbling, Thomas lifted the buckets. 5 minutes in, he was sweating. 10 minutes in, he was cursing. 20 minutes in, he threw the buckets down and gasped, "This is insane. What does this have to do with happiness?" The monk chuckled. "You focus too much on the destination, my friend. Happiness is in the journey." Thomas blinked. "So, you're telling me happiness is lifting weights?" The monk just kept smiling. Next test, silent meditation. Thomas sat cross-legged, attempting to meditate. 1 minute in, his stomach growled. 2 minutes in, he started making a mental grocery list. 3 minutes in, he screamed, "This is torture. My brain won't shut up." The monk nodded. "Exactly. Your mind is the problem. Learn to control it and happiness will follow." Thomas groaned. "So you're saying I have to fight my own brain?" The monk nodded. "Yes, and that is the hardest battle." Days passed, and Thomas finally felt something shifting inside him. But the final lesson? Oh, it was the strangest of all. One morning, the monk led him to a river and said, "Now, give me your watch, your wallet, and your shoes." Thomas hesitated. "Wait, are you robbing me?" The monk laughed. "Just trust me." Reluctantly, Thomas handed everything over. The monk tossed them into the river. "What?" Thomas yelled. "That was a $50,000 watch." The monk just grinned. "And now it's gone. How do you feel?" Thomas opened his mouth, but then paused. Something felt different, lighter. For the first time in years, he wasn't worrying about anything. He was just there. And then he laughed, A deep, real laugh. Oh my God, I get it. The monk smiled. Happiness is not in things, my friend. It is in the freedom from them. Mind blown. Thomas returned to New York a changed man. He didn't sell his business or give away his wealth. No, let's not get crazy. But he lived differently. He took things slow, enjoyed his coffee, actually listened when people spoke, and for the first time, he felt truly happy. And so, dear viewer, the question is, do you chase happiness in things, or do you allow yourself to find it in the simple moments? Think about it, and remember, sometimes less is more. If this story made you smile, hit that like button, and tell me in the comments, what does happiness mean to you? I'd love to know. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that make you think. See you next time.